something really special. It's a big blessing.
You're going to want to know in the next about year or so, this is Tua Tagovailoa out of St. Louis High School, the same high school as Marcus Mariota. There's not a lot of guys who get the Marcus Mariota comparison he's getting.
Tua Tagovailoa, a Hawaiian native and product of the same high school as Marcus Mariota.
I was kind of nervous. How can somebody from Hawaii compete with the outer states? It's Hawaii versus the mainland.
You're a phenomenal athlete. You're a baller, but you have no discipline playing this position. That's a dime right there, Tua.
The thing with Tua was he going to be able to be disciplined enough to learn the pocket stuff, the drops, be on time, understand how to read a playbook and actually work through the different reads that he's going to have to do. And Trent challenged him with that in Oakland.
Set, go.
Do the damn drill right!
I watched this film, I said, yeah, I get you're a physical freak, got a big arm, but you don't play this position in any way that's transferable to the next level.
Set, go.
Not to be rude, not disrespectful, but the best kids...
Get it from him, coach, get it from him, get it from him!
Sometimes you gotta see what they're made out of.
There we go, better!
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how I felt, I guess I should say. You know, it's really up to the coaches.
Come on, Tua, finish.
Alabama commit Tua Tagovailoa sits directly on the bubble, ranked number 11. Questions remain. Would Tua show enough to prove he's more than just a strong-armed quarterback? Criticism he took from the regional workouts, but criticism that fueled a desire to improve.
It was a moment of, let me show you how hard I've worked. He took time after his high school practices to go with his dad to the park to work on taking drops from under center, to work on his footwork, to prove that he was disciplined. Seeing him in the pocket, that was special. Tua, that's perfect.
Nice!
Oh. Literally jaw-dropping pro day stuff. I could have put him with Andrew Luck's pro day. That's how good Tua's pro day script was.
Sick, I don't know. You've gotten so much better. Good job.
It was a hard decision for me to make. It wasn't easy. There's so many good schools, great education, good athletics, good facilities. But it does come down to, me making a decision. And with all of that said, I will be making my commitment to the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide, it is the defending national.
Really like what they see out of him in practice. Again, first time on the field, big stage here at Bama, but he's going to get his chances at the quarterback position.
Just under 6 minutes, another first down, Alabama. Scanning the field, he had all kinds of time and eyes running out of it. He's still going to rip it downfield. Touchdown. J. Smith. Looked like Steve Young there for a second. This guy's the backup quarterback. Remember that.
Wouldn't be totally absurd for both guys to have a role on the team in some kind of way, all right, which I don't hear very many people ever acknowledge. But it is a possibility. It has been done in the past. I think most people would say, well, you'd like to have a quarterback. I would rather have two than one. I would rather have two than none. If you're a great competitor, that's why you come to a place like Alabama.
College football mecca to neighboring states, hungry for that beautiful trophy. And true freshman gets the second half start.
See how long Nick Saban sticks with it.
Tagovailoa, touchdown! And the Tide are back in it for the national championship. Hooked it. Gonna head to overtime. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
As a true freshman, describe what it means for you in this moment.
In this moment, it means the world. But at the same time, all glory goes to God. I can't describe what He's done for me and my family. Who would have ever thought I would have been here, right now, in this moment. So, I thank God for that, and I just like to thank my teammates and Coach Saban for giving me the opportunity.
About your team, so obviously some people would say having two quarterbacks, good problems to have, right? It hurts and Tua. What do you need to see over the next few weeks to say, that's my guy, he's the starter?
Well, I've said this many times, is somebody's got to win the team. And both of these guys have done things in the program that create value for our team, our program, and the players in it. So But that's going to be the
Wait 13 seconds. There's 13. And I said, if he trots out on that field, I just feel sorry for defenses trying to defend this offense.
11 touchdowns on 77 attempts last year. That is scary. Tua's got it. Spins away. Throws to the end zone. A risky throw. Caught for a touchdown. There were some flags in late. It was Judy on the receiving end.
On 3rd down and 7. What do you expect? You think he was going to throw an incomplete pass on 3rd down? Herb Smith with the 4th touchdown on 2-foot line.
They fake it to him. Tagovailoa's going to throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Tagovailoa to the end zone, in stride to Waddle.
Slides off, goes deep for Judy, on the money. Touchdown, Alabama.
The field wanted to go short. Still with the ball, and now the delivery for the touchdown to Jerry Judy.
Knocked away at the last second. I think it was Bryce Thompson got his hands on it. Did he have it? Throw it down.
Tagovailoa flushed out of the pocket. He'll run with it. He's got the first down and more. Still on the run. He is gone. Touchdown, Alabama. Styles Harris, but Tua's looking to throw. It's a downfield shot. Jerry Judy, the target. He's got it. And the Tide answer quickly. Tiger territory. Here comes a blitz. Tagovailoa going long. Judy's got it. Touchdown. There's the explosive play.
Something, Todd, we're showing it again here, the replay. There's 2 players sort of collapse upon him. Marquise Spencer and Leo Lewis. Just about the full weight of both of them on Tagovailoa there. The helmet comes off. You see instantly in pain. And the stadium, even on the road, has gone silent. He's up. Hopefully that's just a bloody nose. Looks like a bloody nose.
I still gotta talk with my family about all of this, see what their input is. And now is not the time to be making emotional decisions. Now you gotta change into thinking as a businessman. You know, you gotta make business decisions. And once we, come to a decision and we've prayed on it, and what I feel is, heavy on my heart that is the right thing to do for me, then, I'll do it, whether it's tomorrow, or on the 20th of January, then, that'll be it.
Or right now, you can just tell us.
All right.
Analysis of the alternatives. And without further ado, with lots of prayers, thoughts, and guidance, I have decided that I will be declaring and entering the 2020 NFL Draft. My 3 years at the University of Alabama have been the epitome of a roller coaster. I've had a fair share of ups, of many ups and a handful of downs, and I couldn't be happier to know that with all the success and failures I've had here at the university, it has prepared me for life in general.
Folks, Tua's a smaller quarterback. Joy and I have said this. We worry about the injury thing. So do you want him to go to Cincinnati and that offensive line and that owner and that roster? Do you want him to go to Miami? Do you want him to go to some of these clown shows in the NFL? Or do you want him to drop out of the top 10 and make his real money in his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th contract, because that's where all the guys make their money? And do you want him to go to Carolina at 18th and he can hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey? Or the Chargers at 12th and he can hand the ball to those backs and has that defense? Or Indianapolis at 22nd? Can you imagine inheriting that offensive line and that GM and Darius Leonard and that defense? Yes. Tua's probably going to drop in the draft.
And I asked some guys around the league about it, and they said it means nothing to them. So from that standpoint, I don't think it helps them. I don't think it hurts them. And by the way, Trent Dilfer, please stop saying he throws the football better than Dan Marino. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Bill Salguero of the Miami Herald. That the Dolphins team physicians came away from the scouting combine in February convinced that Tua Tagovailoa was healthy and gave him a passing grade on his physical there. And, you know, anytime I see this kind of stuff in advance of the draft, I wonder what's the angle, what's the agenda? Is this just part of a broader effort to put a little more pressure on the Bengals to want less in the event there's a potential for a trade from 5 to number 1 to get Joe Burrow?
One culture. Your family name is gold. That name is either going to make you or break you. So he wants to represent that name.
Comes off the board. There you see Tua's family getting set to hopefully hear their name.
Fifth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback, Alabama.
Well, there it is, which means.
But it's really good. It's cool that I know where I'm going to be now. I'm really excited, and I just like to thank a lot of people that contributed to my success. I like to thank Coach Saban. I like to thank the Alabama coaching staff that has helped me get to this point. And then I'd also like to thank Stephen Ross, Chris Greer, Coach Flores for giving me this opportunity, and believing in me and taking a chance on me.